Hi, my name's Justin Latimer, and I'm going to show you a Medieval 2 Total War battle replay. This is similar to the last one. In the last one I was using the Danes against the Sicilians, and I was trying to learn more about how to rush effectively. This time I will be using Egypt, however. And I have sort of a mixed army. It's mixed of a rushing component and a component that I'm much more used to. And so let's take a look at that. For my infantry, I have brought 4 units of Egyptian Tatabaria, and I knew these guys were really good infantry, but I had no idea how good they were. I've also brought 3 units of Desert Archers for range support to help out my advance, and if all else failed, to bleed the enemy dry with their missiles. I've also brought some cavalry. It'd be pointless not to bring cavalry as Egypt. Egypt has very good cavalry. And the cavalry I have brought is Royal Mamluks with my bodyguard. I've also brought 4 units of Mamluk archers, and these guys will be able to provide missile support and melee support. The reason why I brought Royal Mamluks is because I was also planning on bringing my Mamluk archers, and bringing them instead of a lot of Mamluks was more cost effective, I felt. So one of the things that my opponent does really early on is he marches these Vardarortoi up towards me. So I'm going to march my Mamluk archers out to meet them. My other Mamluks are coming up this way. One of the things I did weird as a rusher here is I'm not actually moving against my opponent. I wanted to see what he was bringing. He's brought quite a few archers. He's also brought some spears, some Varangian guard, and a bodyguard, as well as his Vardarortoi. My desert archers are already firing on the enemy.
We're under attack. We need to act.
They have really good range. And because my Tatabaria are taking shots from the enemy, I'm going to march them against the enemy now. My Mamluk archers on this flank have wrapped around the enemy formation. I'm going to march my other Mamluk archers to attack the other flank.
Our men are under attack. We must act now.
So my Tatabaria are going to attack this unit of spearmen. And you can see they're going to do quite a bit of initial damage. My opponent does something smart, and that is he marches his axemen out to outflank mine. But I can counter that with my cavalry. One of the things my opponent does that's smart though is he also marches out spearmen to help protect his axes. And of course I don't like spearmen. My Tatabaria are doing well against their opponent, and my Mamluk archers are able to provide some charges. With most of the infantry being engaged against my infantry, there was nothing to protect his archers. And I'm going to continue to attack. Byzantine Guard archers, very useful archers, very valuable. Getting charged by my Mamluk archers, which is not good for them. Meanwhile here, my Royal Mamluks and my general just got into a fight with this Byzantine spearman unit. Not good for them. My desert archers continue to fire away at the enemy. The Tatabaria are still holding up.
Men are under attack. We need to act.
That Trebizond archer just committed suicide.
Only half the enemy force remains. We must pray they lose their will to fight.
This unit of spearmen's been depleted quite a bit.
Allah have mercy. We have lost half of our men.
My Tatabaria are not doing so well anymore.
Now.
They're starting to get tired. Not literally, they actually are feeling quite fresh, but they've been strained quite a bit by this battle. I'm going to try to march my archers around behind the opponent. He counters this pretty well though with his Vardarortoi. His Vardarortoi have managed to sit out most of the battle, so they're still pretty fresh, whereas most units are pretty worn.
We must act now.
And so I lose nearly all of my archers to his Vardarortoi. I have some cavalry ready to counterattack. I'm going to make him pay for that by sending in my cavalry, my Mamluk archers. Amazingly, the Tatabaria are still holding up. My general is supporting them now.
Our men are under attack. We must act now.
Gonna dedicate all I have as my cavalry against the Vardarortoi.
We need to act.
I want to get these guys off the map because they're very good horse archers.
Curse the sun that shines on our disgrace. We must turn the wind of battle.
You can see now my Tatabaria are breaking. Some of them are routing. 20 in that unit. Some of my archers are reformed. And my depleted cavalry is still engaged with his Vardarortoi. The Vardarortoi have done quite a good job of defending themselves against my attack.
General runs like a whipped dog. Such a deserter is the brother of the murderer. May he find no peace.
You can see here some of my Tatabaria are getting shot up pretty bad. They're going to charge against these Varangian Guard. They're outnumbered though. And my Desert Archers as well are getting charged by the enemy Vardarortoi. And so my last units on the battlefield are just these Tatabaria guys. 5 of them. Against 16 Varangian Guard.
Kind to us today. We have clearly lost this battle.
And so here we are. I have lost this battle. Once again, I have not managed to win one of my rush builds. I deployed 681 men against Spartan Protocol droids 881. Men lost I lost 648 men, my opponent lost 604. Men remaining, I have 33 men remaining, and my opponent has 277. Enemies killed, I killed 695, captured 6, and my opponent killed 548, captured 81. Casualties inflicted. My bodyguard was able to take down 64 men, and my royal Mamluks were able to take 29, not so well with that unit, and 89 with the other, which is really good. Mamluk archers were able to take down 24 and 27, 78 and 67. My Tata Berea were able to take down 65, 66, 50, 58, and 50. Desert archers 43, 26, and 26. So, my heavy cavalry did pretty good, my archer cavalry did pretty good, my Tata Berea did pretty good, and my desert archers did pretty good. All of my units did pretty good, but I also built a smaller army, and I managed to last for quite a while in this army, so my small army did pretty well, and you would expect it to, because if I brought a smaller army, that obviously means that I'm competent with its abilities. However, though, as I was rushing, perhaps my smaller numbers were a disadvantage to me, and perhaps some of the things I could have done better would have been to skirmish with my opponent more, as opposed to dedicate to the rush too early. One of the things that it might be a good thing for a rusher to do is to maximize the benefits of their skirmishing units before dedicating to a rush. One thing that I know some people do is they like to single out a specific element of the enemy's army, like specifically cavalry. Cavalry is a very popular choice. If you can get rid of the enemy's cavalry and you still have cavalry left, then you will have the mobility for the battle. I think my opponent did a really good job against defending against my attack. Good game to my opponent's Spartan Protocol droid. I'll have more videos for you soon. Thank you for watching.